They said they did it. That they reached the roof of the world, Mount Everest. That after battling freezing winds, deadly altitudes, and their own physical limits, they stood victorious at 8,848 meters, side by side, as the first Indian couple to conquer Earth's highest peak. The media cheered, the government praised, and their names were etched into the record books. But then, the truth began to surface. What if they never made it? What if it was all a lie? This is the shocking true story of Dinesh and Tarkeshvari Rathod, the Indian couple who claimed they summited Everest, only to be accused of faking the entire climb. What started as a celebration turned into one of the biggest scandals in mountaineering history. It all began in May 2016. The Indian media erupted with headlines celebrating the first Indian couple to successfully scale Mount Everest. Dinesh and Tarkeshvari Rathod, a husband and wife duo from Pune, both working as constables in the Maharashtra Police Department, were hailed as heroes. Photographs showed them triumphantly posing at the summit, wearing oxygen masks, surrounded by the icy expanse of the world's tallest mountain. Their claim? On May 23, 2016, they had reached the 8,848-meter summit of Everest and made their country proud. They even held up the Indian flag and gave glowing interviews about their challenging journey. The Indian government was quick to congratulate them, the Maharashtra police honored them, and for a brief moment, the couple basked in national glory. But just weeks later, the narrative began to crumble. Something wasn't right. Suspicion first arose from experienced climbers and mountaineers who examined the photographs the couple submitted as proof. The images looked off. Too perfect. Too staged. Something about the lighting, the angle, and the postures felt unusual. And then came the most damaging observation. The photos bore a striking resemblance to images taken by another Indian climber who had actually summited Everest that same season. That climber was Sacharup Siddhanta, an experienced mountaineer from West Bengal who had summited Everest in May 2016. When he saw the Rathod's photos, he was shocked, because those photos looked eerily similar to his own. In fact, some appeared to be the same, only doctored, faces swapped, colors changed, and timestamps adjusted. Siddhanta brought this to the attention of authorities and the mountaineering community, and what followed was a firestorm of allegations, investigations, and shame. As the controversy gained momentum, Nepal's Department of Tourism launched an investigation. The Rathods had been issued a certificate by the Nepalese government confirming their summit based on the photographic evidence and statements they provided. But now, faced with these accusations, the department had to reassess the validity of their claim. By August 2016, the verdict came in. The Rathods had faked their Everest climb. Nepal revoked their summit certificates and blacklisted the couple from climbing in Nepal for 10 years. The photos they submitted were found to have been digitally altered and stolen from other climbers. At the center of the scandal was a simple but explosive truth. They had never reached the summit of Everest. But that raised more questions than it answered. Why would two police constables go to such lengths to fake such a massive achievement? What drove them to risk their reputations, their careers, and possibly their freedom? To understand that, we need to rewind. Dinesh and Tarkeshvari Rathod weren't strangers to mountaineering. Both were physically fit and had taken part in official police adventure programs. They were known in their department for being enthusiastic participants in treks and climbs organized for the police force. According to them, their Everest attempt had been a dream nurtured for years. In preparation for their climb, they reportedly underwent training in high-altitude mountaineering, secured sponsorship, and worked with a trekking company to arrange the logistics of their Everest expedition. On paper, everything looked legitimate. But when climbers began comparing summit records, their names were suspiciously absent from key documents. Their Sherpas, local guides who usually accompany climbers to the summit, were nowhere to be found for interviews. And their timeline didn't match with weather data or known summit pushes on that day. The climbing community, which values integrity and risk above all, was furious. Climbing Everest is not just about reaching the top, it's a brutal, often deadly pursuit. Dozens have died trying. Many have left limbs, health, or friends behind on mountain. Faking such a feat is not just dishonest, it's deeply disrespectful to those who've risked everything to earn it. After the Nepalese ban, the backlash in India was swift. The couple were suspended from duty by the Maharashtra police while an internal investigation took place. The media that had once celebrated them now tore into their story with full force. But strangely, through it all, Dinesh and Tarkeshvari stuck to their claim. They denied wrongdoing and insisted they had reached the summit. They said the controversy was a misunderstanding the result of jealousy or sabotage. But they never convincingly explained the photographic evidence, the inconsistencies in their story, or the lack of supporting witnesses. In one twist, they even claimed that they had submitted the wrong photos by mistake. According to them, in the chaos of the descent, they had lost their original summit photos and accidentally uploaded someone else's, though that explanation didn't hold much water. Because the photos weren't just accidentally similar, they were edited and altered versions of someone else's summit photos. The intent was clear. Many wondered whether the Rothodes ever even reached Everest Base Camp. Some believe they might have gone partway up the mountain, and then returned using clever tricks and digital tools to complete the illusion. Others speculated that they staged the entire expedition to boost their careers and gain promotions within the police department. And that's a key detail. In India, achieving something like an Everest summit isn't just a personal victory, it's a potential career boost. Government employees who perform such feats can receive special awards, promotions, and benefits. If the Rothodes had managed to pull off the deception successfully, it could have changed their lives forever. Instead, it ruined them. The mountaineering world closed ranks against them. The Indian Mountaineering Foundation condemned the act. Nepal tightened its protocols for future summit claims. All climbers were now required to submit GPS data, real-time photos with timestamps, and affidavits from guides and agencies. But there's a bigger lesson here, one that echoes far beyond just one couple's deception. In an age of social media validation, where a photo can earn you fame and a fake story can go viral, the Rothode scandal became a symbol of how easy it can be to manipulate perception and how dangerous it is to lie, especially when the truth is so sacred. Climbers don't just climb mountains for glory. Many do it for the personal challenge, the journey, and the spirit of exploration. Faking that journey diminishes the struggles of others and undermines the trust that binds the global adventure community. Even years later, the Rothode case is brought up as a cautionary tale. Mountaineering agencies now use it in training sessions as an example of what not to do. Expedition organizers are stricter than ever before. And the legacy of Dinesh and Tarkeshvari Rothode is now defined not by courage, but by controversy. As of today, neither Dinesh nor Tarkeshvari have made any further public statements. Their story slowly faded from the front pages, but in the climbing world, it remains a painful reminder of how far some will go for recognition and how high the cost of a lie can be. So, what drives someone to fake something like this? Some say it's pressure. Pressure to achieve, to be admired, to stand out. Others believe it's a simple hunger for fame. But when that fame comes from deceit, it can turn into infamy overnight. And in the unforgiving world of Everest, where nature doesn't tolerate mistakes and the mountain holds your life in its hands, there's no place for fakers. And that brings us to the end of this bizarre, yet eye-opening journey. The story of Dinesh and Tarkeshvari Rothode isn't just about a fake photo or a forged summit. It's a cautionary tale about how far some people are willing to go for recognition and what happens when ambition crosses the line into deceit. In the world of mountaineering, where life and death hang in the balance, respect and honesty matter more than anything. Faking a climb isn't just cheating a system, it's disrespecting those who have risked everything to chase the real summit. The Rothodes may have fooled the media for a moment, but the truth, like Everest itself, stood taller than their lie. Their careers were damaged, their reputation shattered, and their story now serves as a permanent stain on the mountaineering record books. So, what do you think? Did they ever really plan to climb Everest? Or was it all a scheme from the very beginning? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy real stories that dive deep into scandals, controversies, and unbelievable events, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching.